What's up, everybody? It's Stefan here from Mod2Fame, and we are back with another video. Man, we are in this Audi S5, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today, man. So go ahead and grab your popcorn and let's jump into it. Let's go. Guys, before we continue with today's video, I want to give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, Manscaped. You're probably asking, what the hell is Manscaped? Well, it's below the belt grooming. And trust me, man, it's a good thing to have. This is the Lawnmower 2.0 that they have for you. And it actually has other things that comes along with it if you need. And this is a preserver right here. You could think of that as a deodorant. This replaces those of you who use baby powder in the summer. You don't need that no more. You also have the Reviver, which is you're out all day, you are in meetings, or you are running around, and now you got to go to dinner, you got to refreshen up real quick. You got the Reviver, and then you have Body Wash for your daily, everyday use. So they have all of this specifically dedicated to male grooming. This is not something that companies really focus on for us, but hey man, we want to look clean and fresh too. But if you go right now, they actually have a Shark Tank special happening because they were on Shark Tank. And with all of this, you actually get, I call it my toiletry travel bag, along with this whole kit. And we'll even get you a further discount if you use our code. Link is in the description, FAME20 at the time of checkout. That's FAME 20 at the time of checkout. Trust me, guys. And if you're a lady watching this and you want your man to get right, we understand. Trust me, I've been talking to a couple ladies about manscaping ever since I've been using this product. And yeah, they seem pretty interested. Anyway, next part. Steph, yo, what's going on, man? What you doing in an Audi S5? Also, I know you don't review stock cars, so what's going on here? Well, guys, I actually came out here, as you saw from the previous videos. I've been out here. I had a event here, a pop-up meet here in Atlanta, Georgia, but I didn't want to show up in a regular rental car or nothing like that. So I went to Turo to rent something a little bit cooler, but also nothing too crazy expensive or anything like that, but something that will be nice, that I would have fun driving a little bit. So I chose this 2013 Audi S5. Car it has 63,000 miles on it, and it's still pretty tight, man. It's still a nice car. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk about why I think the Audi S5 of this model year, between, I believe it's like 13 to 16 or 17, is one of the best buys that you can get value for dollar. I know that these cars have to be of great value. Being between the A5 and the RS5, the S5 is nicely placed. You still get the 3.0 supercharged V6, which comes in some of the higher model, like the A7s, but in the A6s. But in here, in this package, weighing about 3,900 pounds, it actually moves the car very well with only 333 horsepower. The car doesn't have like a ton of different modes or anything like that. The only thing it has is for the transmission, drive, and then a sport. And with the DSG transmission that's in this car, in sport mode, it just shifts quicker, and it just makes the car feel a lot more spirited. When I first got in the car, the first day that I started driving it, I was like, man, this car is sluggish, like a little slow. if you will, until I figured out that you can put the transmission in the sport mode, and it totally changed the way the car feels overall. So it's just amazing what sharper shifts and a little bit better response does to the driver feel of the car. Now, the thing that you guys probably want to know is, how do I feel like this car is such a good value, you know, at the price that it is? Audis are they're not reliable, right? Or no, man, the cars of today, they've changed a lot from the old reputation that they had of electronic issues and stuff like that. The newer Audis, man, they're pretty solid vehicles with not a lot going completely wrong with them, with the exception of like the carbon buildup from direct injection and all that kind of stuff. But that's pretty fair among a lot of the cars that now have that technology. So overall, as a platform, it's a pretty good platform in terms of reliability. That being said, I wouldn't want to own this car out of warranty either. So the good thing is, with these model years, these year ranges 13 to 16, you can get warranty on these vehicles, like an extended warranty or something like that, so that you have that peace of mind. You know, value for dollar, man. The driver feel that this car has is pretty good. It's pretty silent. It's not much noise or whatever, but it's not, I wouldn't call this a full-blown like performance car. Instead, I would more refer to this car as a Grand Tourer with a little bit of pep to it. So now that we talked about the basics, just interior wise, man, the car is still fairly tight. Even being a 2013, being as many years old as it is, with the seats being Alcantara and leather, and the overall layout, it looks a little dated, I would say, the dash and stuff like that, with a small little screen and, you know, the drive command system that it has. It looks dated, it does, but overall it's still, everything works well. Everything is where you expect it to be, and it pretty much has everything that you need for the basics of the basics. And because the sheriff is there, I'm gonna put this down now. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. So I guess your question is, alright, Steph, but I got the same money. What do I buy? What is this compared to? Well, I mean, for the same money, you could probably get an older, I guess, BMW 335, an older 335, or 340. But either way, you got BMW in the same class with a 335. Mercedes has the C-Class, which is in this same, like, as far as competitive landscape that you can go with. And then on the American side of things, you know, obviously you can get a Mustang or something like that. But here's the difference. This is like, it gives you that more sophisticated feel, that a little bit more grown-up feel than those other cars do. For me, BMW, the 335 is a powerhouse of a platform. Very easy to mod and stuff like that. And these cars, you can too. You can pick up power pretty good with these cars, but it's not really there like, I wouldn't say that you necessarily buy this car to be the fastest on the block, because even after mods, it's just not going to be as fast. Did the cop get off? Or did he stop? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. Just, the cop's getting off, so now we'll be able to just show you a little bit of acceleration and how this car runs. Let's do that now. So the good thing is, you could either do it in sport mode with the transmission, or you can use the paddle shifters. So I'm gonna use the paddle shifters. I'm gonna go down a gear to 5th, 4th, 3rd, up, and the cop is still right there, so we're gonna let him, it looks like he's getting back on. Go away, cop, I'm trying to do a pull here. Good God, man. All right, now we're good. All right, so let's get in the clear here so that we could show you what type of a pull this car has with 333 horsepower. What we'll do is we'll start from about 70, 3rd gear, and then mat the throttle. And there you go. That's a quick 100 miles an hour, rather quickly. pick that up, no problem. So from 70 to 30, that was a nice little pull. But honestly, where this car really shines is off the launch with Audi's Quattro system and the DSG transmission. It really has the ability to pop nice. So the things I don't particularly care for is this car is not as like responsive as I'd like it to be. So this transmission doesn't seem to be as intelligent as the newer ones. I've driven these cars in like 2018 models, and it's smarter. So like right now it's in sport mode. I could usually blip the throttle to get it to downshift, but it did it just now, but it took a few blips to get it. You know what I mean? Whereas I wish it was a little bit more intelligent. All right, one last pull. Question you might want to ask is, braking is pretty good. Braking is pretty good. I had to slow down from a decent speed just now, and very little tire noise there, but braking is pretty good in these cars too. So overall handling, I would say I've driven this car pretty extensively over the last 2-3 days, and you know, I found myself getting more and more confident driving this car. Initially, when I first got in it, like I said, it wasn't in like any sort of sport mode or anything like that, so I didn't really get a chance to get a good feel for it. But after spending some seat time with it, I got it. I understood it. I said, okay, I understand what this car is. It is not an M3 competitor or anything like that. That's what you need an RS5 for. But overall, besides that, man, it's solid. It's a solid car overall, man. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyway, I gotta go park it up because I gotta return it. But we'll talk more when I get in the Uber. All right, cool. All right, M2F, so here we are, man. About to pick up this is my Chariot for the weekend.